Ontologer is a great way of turning existing, structured data into linked data. Here we're going to import some information from FIFA about the 2010 World Cup and use it to quickly publish linked RDF data. First we define a URI for the model and paste in our CSV data. Here we can see the data that's going to be imported. First we let Ontologer know what class of thing we are importing. In this case we are importing sports people, so we'll reference the BBC Sports ontology and let it know that each row of the CSV represents a sports person. Ontologer can perform a range of transformations on the text, such as changing the case or duplicating a column. We're going to duplicate the names column because we want to use the name to start linking our new objects to the rest of the world's linked data. We then need to choose which column contains the main subject of each row. In this case, as we're using football players, we'll use their names as an ID. The ID needs to be unique, and we're going to publish them as linked data, so we need to give some sort of prefix to turn these IDs into URIs. To start making our football players into linked objects, we first need to match their name to the appropriate Wikipedia article. Here you can see that most of the player names match an article exactly, and the description shows that these are indeed the correct football players. Where no exact match is found, we use Wikipedia's redirects and disambiguations to give us some sensible options. Now that all the player names in this column match the relevant titles in DBPedia, we just need to define the DBPedia prefix and a semantic relationship that links our football players to those represented by the DBPedia resources. In this case we'll use OWL same as, but a more subtle description could also be used. Now we can see that Ontologer has successfully imported 30 different football players. Each of these players now has an RDF type sports person and a same as relationship to the corresponding DBPedia resource. We can now export this data as RDF.